Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. We are in day 6 of NCOA. Yay! I couldn't tell you how many more days I have left, but so far I'm liking NCOA, and I really like the group that I've been put in. I consider myself very fortunate, considering that we all are pretty much getting along well and literally acting like adults. So today what we did was kind of, in a way, give some type of feedback. Basically, the first one was like, choose a picture that would describe that person, and the majority of my class basically said that I am very maternal and I care about my family a lot, which is really funny because I didn't really think about it until lunchtime that yes, I do have those mommy tendencies. I consider all of my troops and my subordinates my children. I don't treat them like children, but I care for them as if they were my children. And really, if someone were to mess with them or pick on them or whatever, Mama Bear is gonna come out. And that's happened a couple of times. So it's funny that they picked up on that, but really they don't say that part of me. They pretty much said like, well, you talk about your family a lot and blah blah blah, your family comes before anything else, which, I mean, yeah, in a way, yes they do. And then another type of feedback that we did was pretty much through private comments on each other. And it's surprising to see what other people see of you. For me, I am very hard on myself when it comes to critiquing myself, which is why I hate that there's this one question on the Airman Comprehensive Assessment form that says, how do you feel as a peer? I think it was like a wingman. Yeah, how do you rate yourself as a wingman? I never answer that question because it's biased. Like, I might think that I'm like the best wingman in the world, and then my actual wingman's like, not really, like, you don't answer my phone calls when I call you, etc, etc. So I hate critiquing myself, but it was really interesting to see what my classmates have said of me, which have been mostly positive, and I think the reason why it's mostly positive is because we haven't really dealt with each other yet. We haven't had a lot of conflicts, but I do appreciate it, and I appreciate the fact that they feel that my personality is pretty transparent, which is true. The only thing that they don't really see is that I am such a potty mouth. Like, I cuss so much at work. Of course not around like patients or anything, but when it's just like my team stuff, I am the worst. And I play and I tease a lot, but I haven't really done that because I don't know how other people will react, although I'm pretty sure that people on my flight would be okay with that if I were to do something like that, but you never know. So the interesting thing is that my instructor also put in her comments on everybody else, and it's really nice to see that the instructors kind of put input on you, because from what I remember from Airman Leadership School, the only time that we had feedback was if we failed any of our tests. Other than that, like, you didn't really get feedback. It was just kind of like, okay, you're doing good because you're passing the test, and that's it. So it was nice for her to like tell me, I do realize that you're a very proactive person and you pretty much are 2 or 3 steps ahead of the whole class, which is kind of counterproductive in NCOA. So right now it's just kind of like, you know, just take each day, take it all in. So today I am not going to read ahead. I'm just going to go do my chemistry homework, which I really need to work on. But the last thing I wanted to talk about is how different NCOA is compared to my time in ALS or Airman Leadership School. Mind you, I did Airman Leadership School like in 2012, so 7 years ago, and I'm pretty sure that the curriculum has changed. So I'm wondering if they still do summative and formative testing, which I feel like is very counterproductive if you want to teach someone to be a leader. Because the reality is people study for these tests, make a good grade, and then everything that you taught them or they learned from reading is going to be brain dump. I mean, case in point with like chemistry, pretty sure I'm going to be studying my tail off for my final, and once I take that test and I'm done, I'm probably not going to remember most of it. Hence the reason why I'm going to keep my notes on my desktop. But I think that's the reason why I really like NCOA, is because we have to write papers about what we're learning as far as leadership school and things that we can do to make ourselves better leaders, and so on and so forth. This actually gives you a plan to reflect on later on after you graduate NCOA. And I also like writing papers, so this is kind of like a win-win solution, or win-win situation for me. And it's not just like, okay, I'm gonna take a test and brain dump it. I feel like things like that, maybe you should just keep it with like our skills advancement in our jobs, like career development courses and stuff like that. Not so much where you want someone to learn how to be a leader. Because if you ask me, all the stuff that I learned from ALS, I didn't really apply. I felt as soon as I put on Staff Sergeant, which was like a couple of months after I graduated ALS, that's when I started learning how to become a leader. I mean, it was really, really rough, but I feel like I was not really taught anything in ALS. So it'll be pretty interesting after NCOA to see how my attitudes have maybe shifted or changed, or not at all. I feel like it's not going to change, but who knows. Okay, I think that's enough rambling on for tonight. So I'm going to go shut the camera off, and I'm going to do some social homework. So